There are 3 approaches we can take towards our possessions. Face them now, face them sometime, or avoid them until the day we die. The choice is ours. I personally believe it is far better to face them now. I can think of no greater happiness in life than to be surrounded only by the things I love. How about you? All you need to do is to get rid of anything that doesn't touch your heart. There is no simpler way to contentment. This is called the magic of tidying. I believe, however, that it is best to tidy up quickly and get it over with. Why? Because tidying is not the purpose of life. If you think that tidying is something that must be done every day, if you think that it is something that you'll need to do all your life, it is time to wake up. I swear to you that tidying can be done quickly and thoroughly, all in one go. The only tasks that you will need to continue for the rest of your life are, number 1, those of choosing what to keep and what to discard, and number 2, caring for the things you do decide to keep. There are only 2 types of tidying, daily tidying and special event tidying. Daily tidying, which consists of using something and putting it back in its place, will always be part of our lives as long as we need to use clothes, books, writing materials, and so on. But the purpose of this video is to inspire you to tackle the special event of putting your house in order as soon as possible. Until you have completed this once-in-a-lifetime special event of putting your house in order, any attempt to tidy on a daily basis is doomed to failure. Conversely, once you have put your house in order, tidying will be reduced to the very simple task of putting things back where they belong. Unbelievable as it may sound, you only have to experience a state of perfect order once to be able to maintain it. All you need to do is to take the time to sit down and, number 1, examine each item you own, number 2, decide whether you want to keep or discard it, number 3, and then choose where to put what you keep. It's easier said than done, and practical tips are coming next. It may sound too difficult, but I can honestly say that this is quite simple. When you tidy, you are dealing with objects. Objects are easy to discard and move around. Anyone can do it. Your goal is clearly in sight. The moment you have put everything in its place, you have crossed the finish line. The one thing that everyone finds hardest to do, continuing, is totally unnecessary. You only have to decide where to put things once. Tidying brings visible results. Tidying never lies. The ultimate secret of success is this: if you tidy up in one shot, rather than little by little, you can dramatically change your mindset. This is also the key to preventing rebound. Marie Kondo found that if her clients could not see the results or feel the effects, even if they are initially inspired, their efforts may peter out eventually. This is precisely why success depends on experiencing tangible results immediately. If you use the right method and concentrate your efforts on eliminating clutter thoroughly and completely within a short span of time, you'll see instant results that will empower you to keep your space in order ever after. Anyone who experiences this process, no matter who they are, will vow never to revert again. Tidy in the right order. There are only 2 tasks, discarding and deciding. Just 2, but discarding must come first. Be sure to finish discarding before deciding. As soon as you think, where should I put this? Then the discarding will come to a halt and slow you down. The secret of success is to tidy in one shot, as quickly as possible, and to start by discarding only. A booby trap lies within the term storage. Putting away things creates the illusion that the clutter problem has been solved. But sooner or later, all the storage units are full. The room once again overflows with things, and some new and easy storage method becomes necessary, creating a negative spiral. This is why tidying must start with discarding. First, you need to hone your decision-making skills when it comes to discarding. So increase your confidence by starting with the category that is the easiest for you to let go of things from. Marie Kondo says to collect everything in the same category throughout your house and bring them into one pile to discard and sort. That may not be practical for most people. However, the principle of discarding by category is very effective, as you can exercise your decluttering muscle by starting with the easiest category for you to discard things in. Starting with mementos spells certain failure. Things that bring back memories, such as photos, are not the place for beginners to start. Not only is the sheer volume of items in this category usually greater than any other, but because they are the hardest to make decisions about. Do not attempt to clean sentimental items. For now, they will slow you down drastically. For example, photographs, which tend to turn up at random while sorting through other categories and in the most unexpected places, such as between books and papers. If this happens to you while discarding or tidying, put anything that triggers any memories or complex feelings away immediately in another box, so it does not stump your tidying journey or flow. Tackle these only after your decluttering muscles are stronger. Marie advises to begin tidying by category and not by room, but by category it does not mean any category you like. The degree of difficulty involved in selecting what to keep and what to discard differs greatly, depending on the category. People who get stuck halfway usually do so because they start with the things that are hardest to make decisions about. If you come across items with sentimental value, such as a certain book, particular clothing, trinket, etc., also put them immediately in the mementos box to be resolved at the very end. Always begin with the category of items that are easiest for you to make decisions on. For example, expired food in your pantry first, followed by clothing, then books, papers, kimono, or miscellaneous items, and finally things with sentimental value like mementos and photos. By starting with the easy things first and leaving your hardest for last, you are building up confidence in decluttering. Visualize your ideal lifestyle in your current space. For example, when I come home from work, the floor would be clear of clutter and my room would feel like a hotel. Another example, I want guests to be able to rock up anytime. If you find that hard, try looking in interior magazines or Pinterest. Only save inspo pictures that are relevant to your space right now, not some French hotel with high ceilings and moldings if that's not your space. So I would say organize one area, but by category so you see results ASAP. Difficult things to discard. People have trouble discarding things that they could still use. Functional value that contain helpful information, informational value, and that have sentimental ties, emotional value. It's easy to get rid of things when there is an obvious reason for doing so. It is much more difficult when there is no compelling reason. The best way to choose what to keep and what to throw away is to take each item in your hand and ask, does this spark joy? If it does, keep it. If not, dispose of it. The trick is to handle each item, not just a cursory glance. When you touch an item, your body reacts. Its response to each item is different. What is the point of tidying? If it's not so that our space and things in it can bring us happiness, then I think there is no point at all. Therefore, the best criterion for choosing what to keep and what to discard is whether keeping it will make you happy, whether it will bring you joy. Are you happy wearing clothes that don't give you pleasure? Now imagine yourself in a space that contains only things that spark joy. Isn't this the lifestyle you dream of? Keep only those things that speak to your heart, then take the plunge and discard the rest. By doing this, you can reset your life and embark on your best life. Getting rid of what you no longer need is not wasteful or shameful. Can you truthfully say that you treasure something buried so deeply in your closet or drawer that you have forgotten its existence? If things had feelings, they would certainly not be happy. Free them from the prison to which you have relegated them. Help them leave the deserted isle to which you have exiled them. Let them go, but with gratitude and your blessings, so that they may bless others in their limited lifetime. When you come across something that is hard to discard, Think about why you have that specific item in the first place. For example, if you bought a clothing that you never wear because you thought it looked cool in the shop, it has fulfilled your function of giving you a thrill when you bought it. Then why did you never wear it? Was it because you realized that it didn't suit you when you tried it at home? If so, and if you no longer buy clothes of the same style or color, it has fulfilled another important function. It has taught you what doesn't suit you. In fact, that particular article of clothing has already completed its role in your life, and you are free to say, "Thank you for giving me joy when I bought you," or "Thank you for teaching me what doesn't suit me," and let it go with gratitude. So it can finally be loved by another person instead of disintegrating its short life away, hanging somewhere in your closet. Every object has a different role to play. Not every person you meet in your life will become a close friend or lover. Some you will find hard to get along with or impossible to like, but these people teach you the precious lesson of who you do like, so that you will appreciate those special people even more. When you come across something that you cannot part with, think carefully about its true purpose in your life. You'll be surprised at how many of the things you possess have already fulfilled their role. By acknowledging their contribution and letting them go with gratitude, you will be able to truly put the things you own and your life in order. In the end, all that remain are the things that you really treasure. Just let that sink in. Isn't that so true in life and in things? Downgrading clothes to loungewear is taboo. It seems a waste to get rid of something that is still perfectly usable. Marie's clients often ask if they can keep clothes they know they'll never wear outside and use them as loungewear. If she said yes, the pile of loungewear would grow ever larger without any decrease in the overall volume of clothes. Marie herself had also previously developed the habit of demoting clothes such as piled cardigans, outdated blouses and dresses that didn't suit her to loungewear, rather than discarding them. Yet 9 out of 10 times she never wore them. Marie soon discovered many of her clients also had collections of dormant loungewear. When asked why they don't wear them, their answers were very revealing. "I can't relax in them." These cast-offs are not loungewear at all. Calling them loungewear merely delays parting with clothes that don't spark any joy. There are stores dedicated solely to loungewear products, and the design, material, and cut are all aimed at relaxation. It doesn't seem right to keep clothes we don't enjoy for relaxing around the house. This time at home is still a precious part of living. Its value should not change just because nobody sees us. So starting today, break the habit of downgrading clothes that don't thrill you to loungewear. The real waste is not discarding clothes you don't like, but wearing them even though you are striving to create the ideal space for your ideal lifestyle. Precisely because no one is there to see you, it makes far more sense to reinforce a positive self-image by wearing clothes you love. Why not still be elegant and attractive in loungewear during this essential self-care time? What you wear in the house does impact your self-image. Avoid storing items such as off-season clothing in plastic cases with lids. These are the hardest type of storage to use effectively. Once in the closet, something is bound to be put on top of it, and pulling the case out and opening it seems like too much extra work. In the end, it is all too easy to forget the case is even there until the season is almost over. If you are planning to buy storage units, Marie recommends a set of drawers instead. That's it for part 1. See part 2 for more powerful psychological decluttering tips on my channel.